Imagine a world without any inventions. How would that be? Will it turn out to be good, or will it turn our lives upside down? Hi everyone, my name is Akil and I'm 10 years old. Today I'm going to share I'm going to present my product, that is the super anti-slip Lego mat. I have divided my presentation into 8 parts. They are who's it for, what does it do, where can you find it, the good and the bad points, finally how to maintain it. Let's start with the first subtopic in my presentation. We have, who is it for? Well, it is for the clumsy people who constantly slip and trip all over the place. Secondly, it is for scientists. It's for scientists and at the science lab at school. Now, let's proceed to the second. Let's proceed to the second subtopic of my presentation. Subtopic 2. Where can you find it? Well, you can find it in the science lab, at school, at the scientist lab, or you can find it at doormats at our houses. Now, let's come to the good points of my invention. The good points are, it has a battery life of 1 to 2 years, and if you pull this trigger, it'll start to work. The second benefit of my product is when liquid spills, there is a barrier over here to prevent any liquid from falling down from a dangerous height, potentially harming someone's life. Now let's go for the bad points in my presentation. Firstly, it cannot withstand a temperature it cannot withstand temperatures exceeding 40 degrees Celsius. And you think you can use it in the cold? No, it's not suitable either, because it will freeze and will take 4 to 5 hours for it to melt. Now I'm going to share you some tips on how does it work. When you pull this trigger over here, it'll wind back and it'll start to work. Other important points in my product are, it cannot withstand a long time running of more than 5 hours, because the components will get damaged and you'll eventually need to replace everything. Now let's get some tips on how to maintain my product. Firstly, you'll have to place it in a cool, dry place like a cabinet, pantry or cellar. That is all from me today, and I'll end my presentation from here. Has anyone got any questions? Yes, go ahead please.
Once the trigger is pulled, how do I turn it off?
You turn it off by pulling the trigger again, and it'll stop working. Has anyone got any other questions? Yes.
How did you manage to store 2 years worth of electricity in that one small mat?
That's because it has a super powered battery that can last for 1 to 2 years. Okay, if that is all, I'll end my presentation from here. Thank you, and I'll see you in my next presentation.